It was raining hard that night. As Vasudev stood in his prison cell and beheld his divine son, he wondered what would become of him. He feared the coming of his brother-in-law, the dreaded king of Mathura. But when he looked out of his cell, he found that the gate was unlocked and the guards were deep in sleep. A voice from inside him told him it was all right to go outside. Guided by this voice, Vasudev took his son with him and stepped into the night. Devaki, as if advised by the same power, let him go in silence. Outside, Vasudev found that aside from him, nothing moved in Mathura. Holding his son close to his chest, Vasudev moved alone in the fierce rain. The voice in his head told him to go to the Yamuna. When he reached the raging Yamuna, Vasudev stood petrified. There was no way he was going to be able to cross this river in spate. The voice in Vasudev's head told him to surrender to the river Yamuna. Vasudev bowed to the river's might and asked her for help. When he looked up, he found that a magnificent serpent had emerged from the waters of the Yamuna. A resplendent jewel adorned its hood and lit up the dark night. When Vasudev stepped into the raging water of the Yamuna, the serpent protected him and his son from the torrential rain with its enormous hood. Thus shielded by the serpent, Vasudev walked the width of the Yamuna in water that turned out to be waist-deep only. Upon reaching the other bank, Vasudev found a camp of gypsies. The voice in his head told him that these were the people of Nand, the cowherd. It told him that he had reached his destination. Vasudev entered the camp and, guided by the voice in his head, found Yashoda. She was Nanda's wife and had given birth to a girl, Maya, that very night. Vasudev placed his son next to Yashoda and picked up Maya instead. With Yashoda's daughter Maya, Vasudev left the cowherd's camp quickly. His heart was full of sadness at having abandoned his son, but he was glad that no harm will come to him. The voice in his head assured him that the world was about to change.